Hello everybody and welcome back to Money Simulator. So between this video and my previous three, there has been a patch. I'm just going to point out a couple of the key things. I will leave the rest of them as a pinned comment below so you can check them out at your leisure. One of the key things to pick out is the day length has been increased from 15 minutes to 25, which should be a big help. It was far too short before, so 25 minutes is much better. The vehicle prices have been reduced as well, so we might be able to get our hands on a bike or a new car much earlier now. The motorcycle fuel consumption has also slowed by 4 times, which is, I think, necessary as well. We were running out of fuel. For that short period we had a moped, it ran through fuel, so that should be a lot better now. Our energy drain for the character has also been reduced, so he shouldn't get as tired now, so we shouldn't necessarily be punished for having a late night. So if we stay up to 1 a.m., we should be able to survive on a little bit of sleep. Maybe not every night, but most nights on a little bit less sleep than having to get your full 8 hours or so in to get your energy back and then still running out before the end of the day. So that's much better. One last thing to pick out is the pricing screen has now changed as well. So whereas before in my previous video, I was really struggling to get, say, $9.50, it would always go in as $950. That was a bug and has now been fixed. So we should be able to get the $9.50 price, which is good. There were a few people saying that I was putting a comma in there, like stop putting a comma in and press, a full stop, but put in your decimal point. I was pressing the decimal point. It just comes as a comma on the screen. It was indeed a bug. Right, on to today's video then. I have already started the day and I have earned the $200 that was necessary to unlock employees. I've put a advert in Kinkedin. It cost me $500, but I put an advert in and we now have some applications. So we have Heidi Taylor, who is requesting a wage of $6.03 an hour, or Faith Barber, who's requesting $12.31. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to serve these customers first, and then we'll have a look at that. So what happens now is when we get an employee, presumably when I click view, we can see what experience they've got or what they're good at. Once we've got one, we can set them to work on any task we want, really. So if I want them to clean, they'll clean. If they if I want them to serve behind here, they'll do that, etc. So we can set them up and tell them when to come in as well. So I think we can go to the employee scheduling on the PC and set what their hours are that they work. So we need to do all of that anyway. So let's just serve these customers, and then I think I'm going to close while we have a look at it, because it'll probably be a lot to sort of learn. And if we're open as well, there is no chance of me serving anybody. Right, that's... Are you coming over? Now, what's going to happen if I want to close before somebody else comes in, but if I close before I've served this person, I don't know if I'll get the product. So let's serve first and then just close. If somebody else walks in, tough luck. There we go. At least we got the cash. All right, sorry, I'm closed. I've got to be getting on in the day anyway, to be honest with you. What time is it? It's already 4:30. You'll notice the paint scheme in here is now even worse than it was before. The patch, I don't know what it's done, but the patch did this. I have no idea why it's happened, but yeah, it did all that. It also moved a load of boxes around. I had a load of boxes everywhere. And the dirt even seemed to come in as well. So the patches, who came in during the course of the patch and ruined everything, I don't know. But anyway, we're losing satisfaction. I presume that's because we're closed. Anyway, let's have a look at these employees. Kinkedin, business. Right, application. So obviously... much cheaper, but probably worse employee. So Faith is not a good shelf stocker, but is a very good realista? I assume that's checkout worker. So you're good behind the cash register and you're pretty good at cleaning, but you're not good at shelf stocking. And you are also not good at shelf stocking or cleaning. I think we'll have the most expensive one because she seems better at this sort of stuff, which is handy. Although the register, it depends what we want the employee to do. The register is pretty... You know what? I'm going to hide... Yeah, we're going to get Heidi. The reason I'm going to get Heidi is because she can just work here. Her cashier work was really no different to the other one. She's much cheaper, and I can clean and put stuff on. Now, it said your employee will get here soon, but I don't know. Are you my employee? Are you Heidi? Nope, I don't think you're Heidi. Who's Heidi? I don't know who Heidi is. Anyway, let's come here, because this is what I think what you're supposed to do, is come here, go into your establishment, then go to employees. Because Heidi... So Heidi works 8 till 4. There we go. So Heidi works 8 till 4, so we might as well have our opening times as 8 till 4 from now on. I wish you could set that, to be honest. But you can't. But we'll have her on the register, because that makes sense, because she's good at that. And 8 till 4 is fine. So presumably you can drag her around, but it doesn't look like you can, weirdly. I assume in the main game, once this actually, because this is only a prologue version of the game, once you get into the main sort of game, you would be able to sort of drag her. If you wanted to start at 6, just drag her across and start at 6. So she works, say, I don't know, 6 till 12 or something, and then somebody else comes in the afternoon and works till the evening. Otherwise, this makes no sense, does it? So I assume that's what it is. And we can also open and close. So we're closed Saturdays and Sundays. Is that wise for a supermarket to close at the busy weekend? Surely it would make more sense for us to close Mondays and Tuesdays or something rather than Saturdays and Sundays. But we'll leave it like this for now. So we'll have that then. So she should be here in the morning. So what day is it now? It is a Tuesday. She'll come in the morning then to work, won't we? So if I just get a light on and clean up in here and get everything stocked, then go to bed or something, then we can get here before she does in the morning and greet her for her first day at work. Okay, so we're all cleaned up in here as well as fully stocked. So I think we can go home now. And we'll come back in the morning. We should have an employee. I am tempted to get a secondary employee, you know. As I was stacking everything on there, if I was to get somebody else who could do the shelf stacking, then actually we would be, you know, largely... For instance, Genevieve, who for some reason, only wants 6.37 per hour, despite being pretty reasonable at everything compared to some of the others we've had. That's not bad. I'm going to hire Genevieve as well. And Genevieve can come in and she can shelf stack. Because then it's largely autonomous here. I can just order a load of stuff and we can go off and do some other things as well. We're not tied here then. If we go to employees... So yeah, Genevieve is coming in at the same time, so that's good. Right, so we open at 8 o'clock now, apparently. Or at least that's when our employees are here, so we might as well use those as our opening hours. All right, let's go home. Should have maybe taken the cash from the... I don't know if it stays in there for long. Oh, another change that has happened, as you can see. We now have vehicles, although these two appear to have possibly had an accident. But yeah, there are vehicles running around the town. So if you've seen my previous 3 videos, you will know that I have had 3 accidents in 3 videos where I have left most of my skin on the floor somewhere. Yeah, we now have vehicles roaming around the map as well. So I've got a lot more things to worry about. So I was having accidents with no other vehicles around apart from the bus. Yeah, now me versus a load of cars as well. It could get chaotic, couldn't it? Right, here we are then. Home sweet home. Now, there has been a change to home as well. Your door now has to be closed, so it shouldn't let me sleep. If I try and sleep with this door wide open, you see it says you have to close the door. So we can no longer have the horrible, creepy experience of going to bed and leaving the door wide open. So, yeah, you have to close the door to be able to sleep now for security reasons. Also, if you leave your property, so if we wander too far away, this door will now auto-close. Which makes perfect sense. Now we're secure in our property. But we do have this huge hole in the side because we haven't got a window. So we've just got this massive hole in the side of the wall anyway for somebody to climb in. And we've even handily placed our desk right there so they can just sort of easily get down before they come and kill you. So locking the door really doesn't make any difference. But yes, we do that now. Right, I'm going to sleep for 6 hours. Hopefully that should be enough to get our energy back. Here's a little summary of the day, which is quite nice, actually. I like this. There's plenty of... I assume this will get bigger and bigger, you know, the more businesses and everything you have. All right, let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look at my watch. Full energy. Good. So, yeah, the energy is much better. we didn't sleep for that long there. Right, let's head to work and hopefully get there before Heidi and Genevieve. Okay, our employees have got here first, and they have just gone straight in, which is good. Parked my bike just here, so they've got straight in and started work. Are we open yet? Not quite, so they've got here early. Wow. I mean, it's your first day, so very good impression there. So she's 88% happy, and Genevieve is 94. Now, I can talk and change their profession, which means basically if we wanted Heidi to go and do shelf stacking, I can just tell her to do that, and I could do the same with Genevieve, which is quite good. I like that. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so I might as well open up there. I mean, technically they don't work yet, but well, it must be about 8 o'clock now. Not far off. So we'll open a little bit early. It's interesting they get here early. I like that. But hopefully that doesn't count as their working time. Right, there's not much for Heidi to do at the moment because we don't have enough stock. So I need to go and buy some. Now, what will be interesting here is, does she get it from the truck? So we'll just buy 2 of everything because that's all we're allowed to do. Purchase. That's outside now. Do you go and grab it? It's not here yet. I can hear it. Oh, it's arriving. For some reason, I can hear his engine from over there. Once he gets here, I'm very interested to see if Heidi unloads that or whether she just only picks it up from in here. If she unloads it as well, then eventually this becomes pretty much autonomous. I would just need to come in and order things from the start. She's moving that. Well, she's moving that because, of course, people are buying those things. Let's just watch her go. Let me just claim this cash from here. Oh, you can't do that. You can only get your... Why can you only get your cash out of the safe when you're closed? That's interesting. So if I just suddenly need some cash because I've got some other business venture going on somewhere, like I'm buying a bike or something, I'd have to come and close the business to grab the cash out. Right, she's got to pick that box up. This is annoying. I want you to go over there. I have no idea. I don't think she's going to go and unload that, to be honest. I think that's going to be a me thing to do. All right, let's see how Heidi does. How is Heidi at serving? Pretty good, actually. That's not bad.
Thank you.
That's not bad at all. She's reasonably quick. Right, satisfaction is 78%. That's on the way up, I think.
Thank you.
People seem okay with prices, I think. I think it's a great price. It's a great price. I wonder if these prices have changed. If these prices become low, I wonder. Cannot change while the store is open. We'd have to do it afterwards anyway. I wonder if we could up these a little bit then. I mean, only one of them is green. You see, this is like a solid green, and these are a much lighter green, which means these are pushing the price, I think. That was Genevieve's last box, so now Genevieve is waiting outside. So Genevieve does not unload this. So we now know that. I'm just going to have to grab things. So I'm going to have to keep doing this, unless you can hire somebody to do this job as well. Is this a separate job, perhaps? Maybe we can hire somebody to do this. I don't know. It's not too much of a problem. I wish the guy would park closer. Like, there's no reason for him to park over there. We've literally got a door here and there's a road. He could park just here. Why he's having to park in the middle of the car park, I have no idea. But it would be nice if you could get an employee to start unloading this stuff for you. But maybe in the full version that will be a thing. But yeah, we're going to have to change the prices. I think we're going to have to lower them slightly. A couple of people found them expensive just while I was waiting for Genevieve to stop restocking. So we'll have to lower them slightly. That'll get the satisfaction a bit higher. We're not losing that many sales, but it's enough to warrant it, I think. All right, that guy's done. He's driving away, or he's reversing away. Is he going to go forwards or backwards? Forwards. Right, so everything in here is being taken care of, apart from the cleaning. Now, we could hire a cleaner. We make a lot of money in here, to be honest. So we could hire a cleaner, but I'm thinking we ought to probably get some more shelving and another license. So at the moment, all we sell is pasta. So it would be good to start selling some new items, I think.
Thank you.
So let's get some cleaning done. Then I might hire a cleaner as well, to be honest, because your employees are quite cheap compared to the money you make, I think. Alright, that should get all of that done. I think these, I'm hoping these 3 should be the rest of the cleanliness. Not quite. There's something else. Oh, there. There we go, 100%. Right. Yeah, I was thinking, get some more shelving and stuff in here. And actually get another license. Particularly now we've got Genevieve helping us out. So, what was that, establishment? Or was that in somewhere else for the... We need some more shelving, obviously. What product would we get next? License. These are going to be... I think these are fridge items, aren't they? Based on the previous shop we worked in. Yes, they are. This is obviously frozen. So we could get rice. We could get these things and just get some shelving for these. Makes sense. I think we're going to do that. Right, let's get the sauces are 1,500. That's 749. These are 1,500 as well. Presumably they sell for quite a bit if they've got that higher license price. I think I'm going to get these. So we'll get that. And hopefully we'll get that offered to us. Whilst I wait for that, I need to go to the supplier and get... I'm going to buy a couple of shelves. So we've still got 5.5 grand left. We've got plenty of money right now, at least. We should have some mail. Thank you for your interest in acquiring the product license. To proceed with the purchase, please ensure the following. There are no specific requirements. That's fine. I'll accept that license, and then we can buy these items as well. Which are these ones.
Thank you.
Products. Right, let's get these. We'll get... Interesting, I can only buy 1 of each. Why can I only buy 1 of each of those? Is it because it's my first order or something? It's weird. You can only buy 2 of these, and you can only buy 1 of these. At a time. That's kind of weird. But why? I don't know why it limits you that way. Right, this guy that's parked furthest away, I think, has got the shelving on him. That's him dealt with, and that guy should be the new products. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Genevieve, whether she... Because these are not really marked, as you can see. She's actually placing stuff all over the place. These are not marked... I don't know how she's done that, but... These are not marked shelving, unlike in a lot of games. So I don't know if she's just going to place stuff absolutely everywhere at the moment. She probably is. We'll find out, I guess. Got another shelf just here. Or to put the shelving over here, really. It's much easier for her, isn't it? Rather than start the other side. It makes far much more sense, I think, to probably have our shelving this side. It's just easier for her, isn't it? So if we put everything this side instead. That there. Grab this. Because I could always move the cashier's desk. So when I placed everything, how do you close shop to edit? You can't pick it up again once you've placed it. Okay. We'll leave it as it is for now. I'll move it overnight then. Ah, caught the door. Yeah, when I first placed the other shelf, the other side, I thought we'd do more in a day, to be honest with you. I thought we were going to get loads of stuff in straight away. Having played a lot of these kind of games before, you know, you can often get like 10 shelves and loads of different products immediately. So I was kind of starting to the left, thinking we were going to fill the shop up pretty quickly. But actually, it's happening much slower. So I think we're going to move all of our shelving So it's easier for Genevieve, because she can just easily pick things up from in here. Now, are you going to put the new stuff on for me, or is that down to me? I think she is. She's coming for... Yeah, she's coming for the olive. So she just takes care of everything then. It's going to be all scattered in this game, so there is no... So don't even think about, at this point in the game, maybe in the full game, but in this point in the game, do not even think about having different sections for your stuff, because it's just going to go everywhere. So why is he... Oh, he was still hanging around then. He's not. Right, let's set some price. No, I can't. I can't set the new prices, can I? So we close. How annoying. How long left of the day have we got? It's already 4 o'clock. Why are you still... Oh, no, they're not working now. Oh, they just walk out. Thanks for telling me it was closing time. All right, let's close. Sorry, closed. Staff have gone home. They could have served the last few of you. It'd be nice if they... Well, maybe you can in future. You need to be able to set your opening hours. So that happens manually. But I'm pretty happy with how this has all worked in here, to be honest. Right, let's claim cash out of here before I forget, because I want that cash. Because we've also got some... I could probably start paying back some of the loan. And I want to check that on the app as well. As somebody pointed out, you can get the banking app on your phone, I think. So we might be able to pay everything from there rather than actually go to the bank. Right, product pricing. So all of these are... They're not bad, but they're not super happy with them. Let's try 17 for that. That's still green. Let's try 1750, which should now work, and it does. 18. All right, 18 they're not happy with. 1775. Still a bit. 1750 then, I think, is probably the price there. 1750, it's still green. So they shouldn't have too many complaints about that. Let's try 9 for that. Not quite. 875. Happy with that. We'll go with that. We'll go 7 there. 650. Happy with. 675. Not happy with. 650 it is. We'll go 6 with that. Probably going to be a 575 job, isn't it? 575. It is indeed. We'll lower these ones slightly, just so they don't complain. 775. And we'll drop this one to 775 as well. And probably drop this to 675. 650? Come on. At least they're not going to complain anymore, so they're kind of the upper limit, I think. You might be able to go, like, if you didn't want them as these prices, you might be able to go, like, 680 with that, but I'm just going to leave it like that. We're earning decent money anyway. So that will do us for tomorrow. Let's, before we do anything else, go on my phone. Now, I'm going to have to get rid of some apps here, because I need a new phone. Let's get rid of the vehicle sale and get the bank app. Let's see what the bank app does. Actually, the bank app's only... it's too much, though, isn't it? Definitely need a new phone. I can't run with just 2 apps. I suppose we don't need Kinkedin all of the time. That doesn't take up much room anyway, does it? Right, so what have we got on here, then? Transfer history. So this is all of our bits and pieces. We've got a crypto wallet as well as our card here. Brokeville rent. Right, these are our payments and stuff then. So this is our business loan. Details, pay installment. There we go. So we can pay from our phone. That's handy. So you don't need to go to the bank then, unless you want to have something else on your phone, of course, and then you do have to go over there. So weekly amount, it's not due until the 18th of January anyway. I don't know what day it is right now. It's only the 15th anyway, so we've got a couple of days. So we could pay it early, and then it's paid, so we don't need to think about it for another week. I think I'd rather do that, to be honest. Let's pay it early, then we don't have to... So we now don't need to worry till the 25th. So that's got that out of the way. We've got rent for the shop. That's payable. Might as well pay that as well, so we don't need to pay that till the 24th. That's the one we've already missed, I think. Employee salary. Let's make sure these are paid because I don't want to lose out on those. Obviously, that's good. You've got urgent payments as well. We'll leave the rest of that because we can't afford that. Urgent payments is good. So in here, we can come in here and pay So anything that we're forgetting about will pop into there. We can pay it urgently. Keep track of all our stuff here. Not bad at all. That's a handy app. That's all just the things, isn't it, from everything from before. Right, I think we might as well head home then, hadn't we, really? And then do another day. So I might uninstall the bank app and just keep reinstalling it. Because I think I'd rather have vehicle sale. So I want to try and get a vehicle. Or the crypto app, maybe, but we've not really got enough money to start investing in crypto. Let's have a look at these vehicle sales, see how cheap these now are. Oh, yeah, very cheap. Absolutely. Giving them away, aren't they? 26 grand. These feel like they're more expensive, not less expensive. Maybe the bikes are less. Let's have a look. Yeah, the bikes are a bit more. Yeah, the bikes are more affordable. There's more of the Vespas and the Sanchez's that are a bit lower. So we could get a new bike. I think we'll leave it for now. Maybe do it next time. Maybe get a bike next time. Try and do one up. Right, it is nearly 10 o'clock at night. Tempted to get a cleaner, but we'll leave it for now. And here we are then, back at our swanky luxury pad. Should we just have a little look around the neighbours while we're here? Because I've not actually done that. Should we just have a look around and see who's kicking around here? And I think we'll end today. So when we come back for the next video, obviously the shop is now kind of running itself. I just need to get the stock ordered and place it in the warehouse, basically. I'll probably get a cleaner next time, so all of that's taken care of. And I'll try and get us a new vehicle, and we'll attempt to do up a bike and see if we can make some good profit. So that's what we're going to be mainly doing in the next one. And then hopefully I'll get a car or something as well. I'd like to do some of more of these races. I think a motorbike is also good for that, but maybe not. It has got a picture of cars. I'm pretty sure you can do motorbike races as well. So we might do some racing if we develop the bike well enough. I can't believe there's nobody around. There's usually people everywhere here. They've all gone. I don't know if that's a good sign or not that they've all gone. Anyway, I think we'll end it here. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you for another video very soon.